Okay, we got a new one here for you, another 1v1. This was one from our stream. A little bit of an exciting game here. We're going to do some dragons, a little bit of a dragon party. Let's see what we got in our high elf battle line here. Now, we do have 4 dragons. Let's just kind of hit that coming off the bat here. We have our star dragon over here. We have a sun dragon over here. Then we have a moon dragon over here with our prince on another star dragon. In a very kind of light formation in the front here, we have 3 spearmen along with a mage of life and then 2 archers. And we're squaring off against the Empire. They have a nice front line of swordsmen here, as well as some great swords. And then some flanking spearmen, as well as some demogryphs with halberds, a hammer of the... Oh, just a great cannon. I thought that was hammer of the witches. And then some spearmen as well. There are some units right here that are hidden, and we'll see soon. And also some silver bullets, as well as the mighty Horus Toadbringer and our light wizard. So let's get this going here. This is a pretty fun one. I enjoy this fight a lot. It is, albeit, a little bit cheesy here, using 4 dragons, and this was kind of requested by the viewers, like, hey, do some dragons. And I was like, kindly, happy to oblige. Our Mage of Life here is going to be able to kind of hold our dragons up in the air, kind of use some healing spells to keep them up and running. Well, I thought they were like using tufts of smoke were coming out of their nose, but it was just the trails of the actual cannon. But the whole tactic here is to get our front line up and stationary, hopefully cause a line of engagement with them as we use our dragons to sweep around the flanks of our opponent here. Already our 2 units of archers are kind of unleashing hell onto these swordsmen, which is good. That was the intention. Oh, there's dragons way in the trees over here, so everything's for the most part pretty out of reach of the majority of this artillery, and I'm okay with that. But with 4 breath weapons here, it's going to be pretty devastating, and I'm very excited to see how this kind of plays out for you guys. There's that other unit. I think these are some free company mission. Oh no, they're other silver bullets. A little web here going on. I kind of locked this sun dragon down, but that's okay. That's our weakest of our 3 dragons. Moon dragon being the middle tier, and star dragon being the top tier. Oh, our first target here. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Slow-mo kicking in on these demogryph knights with halberds. I'm trying to knock these guys out quickly because they are anti-large. They are AP. We got another dragon shooting off its flames as well. This is the moon dragon that's going to be shooting down some coruscating flames into these guys. Ooh! The demogryph knights are just not perturbed though. Don't even give any shits here. Right into this unit of great swords as well, because those great swords are going to be able to eat up our front line. So all 3 of these dragons went off. 1 into this unit, 1 into this unit, 1 into this unit, just doing tons and tons of damage here. And we have our other boy in the band that's poised to strike. His net is now gone off of him. Amantok has faded. And for a sweep in, 1 dragon, 2 dragon, 3 dragon. Right onto the Toadbringer, and 4 dragon. See here, they're just doing some hefty amount of damage. Boris is already broken. He's already just damn near dead. He's out of the fight that quickly. So we've knocked out their leadership in the first 2-3 minutes of this fight. And that's pretty important to note here, as these dragons just kind of go hunting and go to town. Look at this. Delicious snacks of these half cat bird demons. Let's be honest here. A demogryph, that's a demon. I don't know why the witch hunters aren't killing those things, but we have this lonely light wizard just going to get hunted down by this moon dragon, the second eldest of the dragons. And then we have some more demogryph knights that have charged into this sun dragon, getting some damage onto them. But the nice thing here is our mage of light was getting focused pretty heavily a little bit earlier. You guys didn't. I didn't unfortunately focus on that by our their ranged combat. So our Mage of Life is back online here, so she can actually pop some heals off. She's just in range of these 2 dragons, or 2 of our heavier hitting ones, the 2 star dragons. Oh, looking a little bloody for a Ponzi. Oh, there it is. Kill my joke, Dragon Wing. Look a little bloody for a Ponzi elf there, man. Oh man. But we can see our front line here is holding pretty well. anything, if anything could be said about Spearmen, is that with a staggeringly good 40 armor and 56 melee defense for just a simple line unit, they hold the line very well. I really like their ability to just kind of get in there and stay there. They are not going to be doing a ton of damage here with melee attack 24 and a weapon strength of 25, but for the most part, they're going to do exactly what I want them to do, which is stall this front line. If this Mage of Life had Awakening Wood or the high level Mage of Life spell, it'd be doing a ton of damage here by just popping off in between these two. But this is just simply holding the line so that our archers can pour out enough damage to neutralize this. Otherwise, our Mage of Life would be in poor shape. Well, you can see here, their Lore of Light wizard has been pretty crippled, pretty smashed apart, and our Sun Dragon is in bad shape. This is always the hard part, right? Is getting back up in the air. Got a little relief coming in from that Star Dragon, flaming up some Demogryph Knights here. Take off! Take off! Take off! Take off! Oh, a glorious charge right into its neck. Holy crap! That knocked off about 1/8 of its health. And our Sun Dragon just got up in the air here, and it gets taken down with a stray cannonball. One of our dragons is now out of the air, but that's okay. That is the weakest of our 3. More breath attacks going off here. Okay, a likely story. Spearmen. Some more heals going off over across my line over there. Earthblood kicking in, replenishing those spearmen, trying to keep that line intact. Just as you can see here, we almost have these great swords down. This unit of spearmen is doing its work. It's doing what it can. But I missed another dragon breath. I didn't want to miss that. This unit of spearmen as well is holding on against these Sigmar Suns, which it's a really strong opponent between the Sigmar Suns and the Great Swords. Whew. Surprised that they're actually kind of holding the line as well as they are. But we have this unit of spearmen has finished off its opponent, and they are moving in to support and attack these Sigmar Suns. We have our archers still kind of plucking off units. The nice thing about all elf archery is that they can shoot into units in combat because they're so masterful. That is not like that in tabletop, I promise you. We have our dragons, so diving back into the fray here, mulching through some of these remaining spearmen, eating up that nice cannon's crew. Oh man, look at that. Tastes good. Tail whips aplenty. That close combat breath attack there. Some spearmen coming into the butt, right into the dragon butt. Watch out for the tail. It'll get you. Sneaky demogryphs. They're just trudging about, lopping through. And they're in poor health as it is, too. So, knocking them out will be pretty huge. Because we scattered the 3 winds here to try and get some more breath attacks. You never want to waste those breath attacks. They're pretty crucial here. But we have noticed that our front line is in dire need of some assistance here. We don't want our archers and our Mage of Life to be completely killed by what's left here. So we bring in our prince back to help support them. Getting our dragons back up in the air. We have our moon dragon in very poor health here. Trying to get it back here for another little cast of some health. Trying to keep things alive for the most part. Oh, yes. Just cooking up those silver bullets. That thing was almost at full strength and just got a good shellacking by that moon dragon. Who just was like, now that I've breath attacked you, I'm gonna go over here. Finishing off what's left of this unit over here. And I think the last thing is the Sigmar Suns, who are unbreakable. Get that Mage of Life into that combat. Got the dragons coming down. This is a foregone conclusion. The Empire has lost. The might of 4 dragons cannot be assailed. Getting a little heal off here as well, because, you know, why not? This was a really fun build. I really enjoyed the chance to bring 4 dragons in a build that I was like, you know what, this isn't just a total cheese build that's going to lose in the first 2 minutes like I usually do with dragons. I tried to actually put some infantry in here that could hold somewhat of a line and kind of... Oh yeah. Oh, look at that last guy just punted. Take that dragon claw death. Who gets up after that? Jeez. Okay, let's take a look at the battle report here. course, the lion's share of that damage is going to be done, wow, not by the dragons at all. 73 and 77. So about 150 kills by the archers alone. But then you take a look here, 74, 52, 34, and 34. The dragons definitely did pull their own weight. But, I mean, seriously, 34, 48, 47. We had a very small force by comparison. Even though Jeff Hell brought quite a bit of elite units here with the great swords and the 2 units of Demogryph, who did, 51 and 49 kills. They definitely did some damage. There are 100 kills between the two of them, and I only deployed 411 units. That's kills a fourth of my army, pretty much. So, very interesting to see that. But you can see that the spearmen were just completely eaten alive by the dragons. The swordsmen as well really weren't able to stand up to much of anything. And the great cannon got that one kill. It killed that sun dragon. That was its only claim to fame. But a really fun build. It was interesting. If I could redo this build, I'd probably drop that sun dragon and add more infantry and or maybe even a phoenix, because I think phoenixes are very, very underutilized in the current meta, and I think they're really strong, especially a Frostheart Phoenix, which can actually move across the battlefield quite quickly and do quite a bit of damage. So I think that the modification to this would be a 3-dragon build with maybe a 4th as a beast, or 4th, the unit cost of that sun dragon being allocated to more spearmen, or I mean, I want to say a white lions, but I want white lions to be so much better than they actually are. But that concludes our video for here today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this giant dragon orgy that just went off here. The epic dragon party, as it were. But thanks for watching. Have a good one. Don't forget to like the video and comment below if you like this kind of action like to send my way. These are part of my streams. So if you want to catch my streams on Saturdays and Sundays with Total War Warhammer, we do like to do kind of a lot of fun builds, a lot of lore builds. Nothing too competitive, just stuff that's a lot more fun, stuff that you guys want to see in this arena. But thanks for watching, guys. Again, have a good one and take care.